All right. Hello, Talia. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm very good, very good. Well, thank you very much for agreeing to do this little interview. And let's get started. Why don't you just tell us who you are and how did you discover ASEA?
Sure. My name is Talia, and I live in Dripping Springs, Texas. I am the mother of twins. My son, my son and daughter are 18, but my son has pretty severe, what they call spectrum behaviors. He
Yes.
has speech impairment, intellectual disability. He doesn't keep up with the regular kids. So he's 18, but he's more like a very young child. And my daughter is more typical, but last August, I had spent a few months with a problem with my shoulder where I couldn't raise my arm. They call it frozen shoulder. And a friend that I met on Facebook suggested the ASEA Renewed 28 gel. And so I ordered the liquid and the gel to try, and I had profound results. I couldn't lift my arm before, and just after 5 minutes of applying, I was able to, raise my
Wow.
arm and do all kind of
Yeah.
things I hadn't done in months. So that got me very excited. So I decided to put the whole family on the liquid to see what would happen. My husband had had a neurological issue that affected his speech. My daughter had some issues of her own. So we all went on the product and we all saw significant changes, but my son actually got worse for a little while. He wasn't sleeping and he was very hyper, but I had heard enough stories that it could be good for kids like him. So I kept him on it. And after the first month, we started to see some progress. I got a call from the school. We had a meeting about his programming at school, and they said that he was attending a class, a PE class, where they have assistants for him. He was never able to attend that class more than 10 or 15 minutes. He would get aggressive and bite someone if you tried to keep him in too long. But now he was attending for the full hour. So that was a big deal. That's when I was like,
Yeah.
okay, something's really changed here. And we kept seeing little things, differences in his language, but nothing really, to make me get too excited. But still, we were seeing things that were good. And then this here in America, we have this holiday, Thanksgiving, and we had a full week off of school for Thanksgiving. And we went down to the beach, which is about 4 hours away driving. And every year that we go, because we go there all the time, but every time we go, there's a little ceramic store where you can go and paint the ceramics. And every time we go, my son always picks the color red, and he picks out some kind of vehicle and he paints it red like this. This is an example. And it's always this same red with the black dots. So this is the red. And every year, 4 years, I don't know, 6 years, something like that, we always come home with some vehicle that's painted red. And he's always takes him like 10 minutes. He just puts the paint on. I'm lucky if I can get him to do 2 coats. Very quick, we're in and out.
Yeah.
And the next day we go pick it up. So this year we went and he picked a different red, which was surprising.
Mm.
And he picked a little motorcycle with a different red. And I was going to the table to sit down, but then he was insisting to get a black and a gray and a yellow. So I said, well, that's odd, but okay. And I didn't know what he was going to do with that, how he was going to paint the motorcycle. But he started to paint the motorcycle, and he painted the grips on the handlebars black, and he
Wow.
painted the light yellow, the
Yeah.
tank, the fenders red. And I mean, it's very, for him, this is incredible detail. I'd never seen anything like that. So for him to go from this at
Yeah.
18 years old to this is a huge gain for us.
Wow. And that was just like
Really,
in a couple of months,
I'd say it was about 2.5 months. Yeah,
2.5 months.
the
Yeah.
difference. Yeah,
Incredible. That is incredible.
yeah. In addition
Wow.
to that, he also was very easy that whole trip. Normally, the trip is a lot of stress for me. Where is he? Is he at the pool? Is he at the beach? Does anyone know where he is? Is he, we're always having to make sure we know where he is at all times. But this time I was so relaxed, and he would come and ask to go to the pool. And I would say, yes, yes, of course. And, take him wherever he wanted to go, because he was always coming to ask us. We went on a big shopping trip to buy all the food, and he came and he did wonderful and no aggression. And then also when we got home, he put up our entire Christmas tree all by himself.
Yeah, I heard about that story. Yes.
Yes. Normally that's something I would do. My husband, but he came home, he was asking for the tree. I was dreading it because I know it's always the work I have to do. My
the
husband
Christmas
would bring
tree,
it down. Yeah, always, mama. But this time my husband brought the tree down. I said, yeah, I'll do it tonight. I'll get to it. And next thing I knew, Lance had taken all the pieces out to put the tree. And I thought, well, he'll leave them there strung on the floor until I do it. But then next thing I knew, he was opening the base and putting the pieces together and stringing the lights together, plugging them and everything. And then next thing I knew, he was putting the ornaments, and even the papers that I wrap my ornaments in, I thought they would be all around the living room, but no, when he finished, he packed up all the mess, put everything away, put the skirt around the bottom of the tree. I mean, every detail was done. I was in shock. And then most recently today, I got a message from his teacher. One of his tasks at school is to fill her water bottle for her and bring it back. And whenever he does that, he tells her, drink it all gone, which is something he's been saying since he was little, because I used to tell him that, drink it all gone. So he says it, all the time. And she's used to him saying that every time he fills her water bottle. Well, not today, she said this week, he's bringing it and he's saying to her, in the last week, he's been saying, oh gosh, I don't want to get it wrong. He's saying a different phrase. He's saying, drink lots of water. He's telling her. Yeah. So I had just gotten the text from her. She says, now instead of drink it all gone, I'm getting told to drink lots of water when Lance fills my water bottle. So that's
huge
different.
change. Massive changes, right?
Lots of water. Yeah, it's so much more appropriate, right? For an 18-year-old, drink lots of water. Yeah, it's so much more appropriate than that baby talk, So little things we're seeing like that.
That's incredible. That's incredible. Wow. Yes. Okay. Last question I have for you. How do you see the future with Sia and your son? How well you see the future?
Well, I can't say I'm pleased if this is all we get. It's huge because his aggression is down and he's doing so well. But I mean, it has not even been quite 3 months yet. Yeah. So I think anything is possible, but it's given me a lot of optimism to try new things. So now, there's an oil that a lot of parents are giving their kids to help with their brain, kind of like a fish oil, but different. But what's the point? We've tried everything, nothing works. Well, now I'm starting to think, well, now maybe some other things can also work, because I do think the ASEA, what it does is it gives the body the ability to utilize the nutrients and the supplements better. So now I'm willing to try more things. I also want to do spell to communicate with the letterboard with him now. We tried it in the past and it was not successful, but now I think, yes, maybe now we can. So I'm very optimistic for all the possibilities now. It's given me a lot of hope.
Fantastic. Because I remember you said you spent quite a lot of money in different products before you found out about Sia, right?
Oh yes, upwards over $100,000. We flew to Panama for special stem cells twice. We've done every therapy. We've been all around the United States seeing specialists and doctors, clearing allergies, treating parasites, homeopathy, every kind of thing you can imagine. We've done it. There's not a behavioral intervention or a medical intervention that we haven't at least tried to do for him. And so now I believe some of those things I might go back to again and try again now.
Yes, absolutely. Well, that is fantastic. Thank you so much. It's so optimistic, and so I just want to keep hearing about Lance. I mean, Lance progress is like in 3 months, I want to know where is he at, because I think it's just going up from this point on.
Yes. I don't expect it to cure anything, but I do think it's going to just help him function better in the world, for sure.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Talia, for taking the time. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Bye.
Bye. Okay, that was great. Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm gonna just switch off, and then let's just stay in touch. Okay.